Imagine a simple, unassuming object that holds a mysterious aura of bad luck and doom, the white lighter. This commonplace item, often found tucked away in pockets or drawers, has somehow found itself at the center of an urban legend. A legend that whispers of a curse, a harbinger of misfortune, and to some, even death. It's a tale that has seeped into our collective consciousness, turning this ordinary lighter into a symbol of dread. And it's not just any tale. This myth is intertwined with the lives of some of the most iconic personalities of our time. Artists, musicians, actors, all linked by a common thread, the white lighter. Inexplicable accidents, untimely deaths, and the white lighter found at the scene, it's a strange correlation that has sparked countless discussions and debates. So, how did this everyday object become a symbol of misfortune? Let's delve into the history of the white lighter myth. The beginnings of the white lighter myth weave a tale as intriguing as the myth itself. Let's turn back the pages of time to the late 20th century when this tale began to take shape. In an era marked by flamboyant fashion and groundbreaking music, a seemingly ordinary item found its place in the spotlight of superstition: the disposable Bic lighter. When Bic first introduced their disposable lighters to the market in the 70s, they came in two stark shades, black and white. Little did they know, one of these colors would soon be shrouded in myth and mystery. As these lighters began to make their way into the pockets of people worldwide, an unusual pattern seemed to emerge. Stories began to circulate that those who carried white Bic lighters experienced an unusual amount of bad luck. These tales ranged from minor inconveniences, like missing a bus or spilling a drink, to more severe instances, such as accidents or even untimely deaths. The stories spread like wildfire, and the white lighter quickly became synonymous with misfortune. There was no logical explanation for this sudden surge of bad luck associated with the white lighter. Yet, the power of word of mouth, coupled with the human tendency to seek patterns even where none exist, breathed life into this myth. But why the white lighter, you might ask? Some speculate that the color white was chosen due to its association with purity and innocence, making it an ironic choice for an object of bad luck. Others suggest that because the white lighter was easily noticeable, it was more likely to be blamed for any unfortunate events that occurred. Whatever the reasons might have been, the white lighter, a simple, everyday object, was suddenly cast into the limelight of legends, shrouded in superstition. And thus, the simple white lighter started its journey into the world of the supernatural, becoming an omen of bad luck. Our story takes a chilling turn when we bring in the infamous 27 Club. This is a sort of macabre society, an unnerving collection of artists, musicians, and actors who all met their untimely demise at the age of 27. But what does the 27 Club have to do with the white lighter myth, you may ask? Well, the connection is both intriguing and eerie. It's been rumored that several members of the 27 Club, including notable figures like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, and Jim Morrison, were found with a white lighter on them at their time of death. Let's start with Jimi Hendrix, the man who set the world on fire with his electrifying guitar skills. When he was found dead in September of 1970, among his possessions was a white lighter. Just a few weeks later, powerhouse vocalist Janis Joplin, known for her bluesy, soulful sound, also joined the 27 Club. And guess what was found among her personal effects? Yes, you've guessed it, another white lighter. Fast forward to 1994, Kurt Cobain, the frontman of Nirvana and the voice of a generation, met his tragic end. In the investigation that followed, a white lighter was found at the scene. And then there's Jim Morrison, the charismatic and unpredictable lead singer of The Doors, who also died at 27. Though the exact details of his death remain a mystery, the white lighter myth insists that he too had one in his possession when he passed. Now, it's important to remember that these are rumors, part of the lore that surrounds the 27 Club and the white lighter myth. The facts are hard to verify, but the stories persist, adding an eerie layer of intrigue to these already tragic tales. And so the connection between the 27 Club and the white lighter grew. Each new story, each whispered rumor, added fuel to the fire, building the myth, growing the legend. These tragic coincidences only serve to fuel the growing myth of the white lighter. But every myth has a counter-argument, and the white lighter myth is no exception. Diving into the logic behind the myth, it's essential to consider the timeline of events. The white lighter myth is closely connected to the unfortunate demise of several iconic personalities in the late 60s and early 70s. Yet here's a fascinating fact that challenges this myth. Bic, the company most associated with these infamous white lighters, didn't even start producing lighters until 1973. So, it's impossible that any of these celebrities could have possessed a white Bic lighter at the time of their passing. Moreover, if we delve deeper into the world of lighters, we discover that early Bic lighters were not white. Instead, they were solid black or had an opaque body that made the lighter's fuel supply visible. The all-white Bic lighters that we're familiar with today didn't hit the market until the mid-90s. This fact alone presents a strong argument against the myth's validity. Now, let's turn our attention towards the psychological aspect of this myth. It's human nature to seek patterns, even where none exist. This phenomenon, known as confirmation bias, could be a significant factor behind the white lighter myth's endurance. Confirmation bias leads us to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs while disregarding the facts that contradict them. In this case, people who already believe in the myth are more likely to remember instances where a white lighter was associated with bad luck, reinforcing their belief. Similarly, superstition plays a significant role in perpetuating this myth. The color white, though often associated with purity and innocence, can also symbolize death in various cultures. This association could have contributed to the white lighter's ominous reputation. As we can see, the white lighter myth, while intriguing, may not be as rooted in reality as believers might think. So, before you discard your white lighter out of fear, remember that myths, while captivating, are often just stories spun from half-truths and coincidences. Despite the debunking attempts, the white lighter has found its way into popular culture. It's fascinating how a simple object can take on a life of its own, becoming a powerful symbol in the process. The white lighter, with its connection to the ominous 27 Club and its supposed bad luck, has done just that. It's not just a lighter anymore, it's a cultural phenomenon. The myth has seeped into our music, our movies, and even our social media trends. It's a common trope in songs, where artists, often with a flair for the dramatic, sing about the white lighter as a harbinger of doom or a symbol of rebellion. It's a nod to the myth, a way of connecting with those who are in the know. In cinema, the white lighter often makes an appearance when a character is about to face a significant challenge or change. It's a visual cue, a hint of the trials to come. The audience might not always catch it, but when they do, it adds another layer to the narrative. On social media, the white lighter has become a trend. Users share pictures of their white lighters, often with playful or scared captions about tempting fate. It's a way of engaging with the myth, either by mocking it or by sharing in the collective fear it invokes. What's interesting is that the myth continues to thrive, despite the debunking attempts. It's a testament to the power of storytelling and the human fascination with the unexplained. The white lighter, with its simple design and everyday function, has become a symbol of something larger, something mysterious. It's a topic of interest, a source of fascination, and yes, a cause of fear. The white lighter has transcended its physical form, becoming an urban legend that continues to captivate us. It's a reminder of how myths can take root in our culture, influencing the way we perceive the world around us. And so the white lighter continues to flicker in the shadows of our collective consciousness, a symbol of a captivating urban legend. So, where does this leave us with the white lighter myth? We've traversed the fascinating origins of this myth, noting how it was born from a blend of superstition and coincidence. We've delved into its eerie connection with the 27 Club, a group of famous individuals who tragically lost their lives at the tender age of 27, all supposedly found with a white lighter at the time of their demise. We've also examined the attempts to debunk this myth, revealing that white lighters were not even in existence at the time of these unfortunate events. And we've looked at the white lighter's role in pop culture, from music lyrics to movie scenes, showing how this humble object has been elevated to an icon of intrigue and mystery. Whether myth or reality, one thing is certain: the white lighter will continue to spark curiosity and debate for years to come.